Hi guys, and welcome to my first branding project, and I'm going to be inaugurating my YouTube channel with this video. So welcome, and let's get started. Smoke on Water was my first design project which evolved from logo design to facade signage, menus, whatnot. And I'm going to be taking you through with all of these. Let's go. So let me tell you something about Smoke on Water. This was a brand new gastropub where you could tap your own beers on your tables. There were more than 56 TV screens where you could watch your own sports. So when it came to designing the logo for this one-of-a-kind gastropub based in Delhi, which is the capital of India, and yeah, it was my responsibility to launch this brand new business into a rock venture. The outer circle of the logo is inspired by the residue a beer leaves on the table or on the coaster if you are an OCD freak. While on the inside, you can see under the letter O in smoke, there is a rugged texture which basically represents an ashtray already being used as like an ashtray. And then overall, the crooked edges is basically how the grill burns. So that's why you can see the rugged edges and the unfinished circle on the outside. So while designing this logo, all I could think about was it being placed in the center of a drum set of a rock band. That's exactly where the inspiration came of keeping the logo round and not anything funky. Which basically means I only designed one logo and I recommended to the client and he just fell in love with it. So yeah, let's take it from there. The logo was used in all four directions on the facade signage, on the visiting cards, even on the branding collaterals. While choosing the color palette, we basically recommended only three colors, which were black, white, and amber. But the client asked us to incorporate the bottom three as well because they had their own analogies and their own requests. So we always keep the clients first. The industrial structure of the type gives it a modern yet gritty appeal, reminiscent in the vintage gig posters of underground rock music. And unlike the rounded basic fonts, we actually wanted to leave an impression in setting the tone for a space that thrives on rebellion, rhythm, and raw flavor. Our first print campaign showcased clearly that the first Tap Your Beer gastropub was about to hit Connaught Place, and that is where it all started. From there, we also created a couple of more banners, keeping everything in the same hierarchy and using specific colors to showcase the brand presence was all we could focus around at that point of time. Later, we also introduced some crazy challenges for people to be intrigued and interested to come over and try the new fiery wings. And even they could win a free burger if they could finish it off in less than 2 minutes. Introducing the same challenge, we took it to Grubfest with us, and believe it or not, it was a hit. Everybody was bonkers, thinking they could win a free burger, and they were challenging their friends, and we had a great time representing this brand. We had a whole social media campaign revolving around these challenges simultaneously at the Grubfest and also at the Gastropub, which was in CP. Coming back to the design part, the bar was where everybody was, and they were creating some crazy drinks over there live. With 4 feet tall album covers of Guns N' Roses, Metallica, Iron Maiden, Nickelback. If you know them, you know them. If you don't, I'm feeling sorry for you already. But yeah, I think we got much appreciation for the bar design as well. We had the top-notch bartenders serving crazy drinks and adding dry ice for the smoke effect because you were at the one and only Smoke on Water. I was summoned back again to recreate their serving style, adding their logo to almost everything: the drinks menu, the baltis, even the bottles, the mini pawas that we created specifically for the brand. While we were creating personalized printing trays for serving the drinks, we thought about, maybe this could be something else. That something else was graffiti, art all over the walls of Smoke on Water itself, starting with the one and only the Slash Graffiti, the lead singer of Guns N' Roses band, holding a red hot guitar in his hand. Post looking at what we could deliver with the Slash Graffiti, the owner contacted me again and asking me to enhance the DJ section, to which I gave a neon boombox, one of the only things which represented me truly as an artist and a designer. The big TV wall was never a part of the plan, but there I am on the staircase holding an electronic guitar which I never played, written rock behind me as the second try, as also you can see the red and black music notes texture beneath it, which was the first try actually, which didn't turn out the way we expected. So, well, we had to do it all over again. And this is what came out after. Did you notice the crack behind the guitar actually? Well, let me zoom it in for you. There it is. Rock and roll, as you can see on the left, is depicting the music that we used to play in Smoke on Water, and on the bottom right, it is Game On, which represents the sports of the section. These were not the only artworks, there were so many more artworks all around the restaurant, and each of them had a story behind them or something that people could connect with and take pictures with, because this was for the Instagram generation. Which one is my favorite? Well, you guessed it. All in all, you're just another brick in the wall. One of my favorite quotes from a rock anthem. If you know it, comment below. And as you can see, my crazy picture on the right, it is, well, that's me. Yeah. I had just finished the evolution of Music Wall and I was super excited to be a part of that picture. This pillar right in the center of the restaurant, and it was visible from all sides. So I personalized it by calling it the evolution of music. So we didn't have much to play around with, but all we knew was that we had to leave an impression, and that's exactly what we did. While the artworks inside were being made, the facade signages was being made in the factory, and this is what came out to be as the main signage, which showcased the logo itself and also tap room and grill right under it. Creating contrast with only white and black signage was my go-to. I still remember it like yesterday. The installation was actually a lot more complicated than it looks. I mean, when you see it, you just see isolated hanging boards, but creating a scaffolding just to fit the things in the right places was a challenge. And especially when it's CB, there were so many issues that we faced, but it was a fun project and it was delivered within time promised. Our final signage came with a lot of hard work, but it was super bright and it was eye-catching. Post the logo and typography, we started with the online campaign for Smoke on Water, which was Sports by the Day, Rock by the Night, Smoke on Water, and we used tea to showcase tapping beer, which was supposed to be a surprise for our target audience. A month before the launch, we also introduced signages across the city representing the new brand launch. I don't know if you noticed or not, but the signage that we used at the Grub Fest was the same signage which was at the restaurant. It was so strong and sturdy that we decided to take the signage with the electric guitars installed in the actual restaurants to take the whole vibe of Smoke on Water to Grub Fest. Supporting the brand with basic flex banners, and so all that happened, and before we realized, we were actually on the first anniversary celebration. And to make it even more special, we were actually offering beer and food at just 1 rupee. That's right. So everybody was like, oh my God, that's free food, free beer. So everybody just came bonkers and they joined us for our celebration of our anniversary, which was a milestone, if you ask me. Vegas night. This was my favorite night of the whole 5 year of this project. It was just surreal to be a part of making this happen. We actually revamped the whole place itself, hiding the tap beers so they couldn't be used because it was a different kind of night, and adding facade signage of the New Year's outside of the restaurant. Inside, we were catering to poker and casino games, blackjack. Every table had a different game. Even the staircase was decorated with big cards representing the New Year 2017. The vibrant, colorful boats you see on both sides was actually a part of my own planning. It was a surprise for the client itself. And yeah, he went over the top for, he was just super happy because it represents Vegas night to an extent that he was not expecting. He was just happy with the basic stuff, but being unprecedented design, I like to enhance stuff on my own level and get it to where it actually belongs. We also created shot glasses for souvenirs, and during the IPL matches, we had special menus for hookahs and drinks. And how can I ever forget the campaign we did for FIFA matches? Also, the makeup of each employee on Halloween. We were involved in everything, including this video of how to use your card to get your beer on tap. All in all, it was one of the two go places to have a good time, munch on the craziest, biggest burgers, tastiest pastas, bespoke tiramisu, square shaped pizzas, and whatnot. Well, I remember their flavor, and every one of them was ecstatic. So, if you ask me overall, how was my experience with the first brand? Well, I can just say I never expected even half of it. And while I was being a part of this major ball game changer for my career, I was just happy being a part of it. And yeah, I mean, how can you even imagine things take place in life? You never really know. So, thank you for being a part of my journey. This is my first YouTube video. Like, subscribe, and share. Love you all. Have a great day ahead.